morning, everyone. So yes, yesterday result is out, and the semi-final of general election was held, and yeah, in four states, and these four states result is showing a path how will be the general election by 2024. And out of four states, three states BJP had a great win. Now no one expected that BJP will be winning in three states out of the four states. Everyone was thinking maybe one or two they may win, but not three states. And their victory margin is also much more better, which most of the exit poll was thinking about it, and they predicted. So that shows that yes, confidence is back with this current government, and Modi magic is going on across India, at least in heartland of India, that is Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh. Yes, Congress had a consolation win in Telangana, but overall you can see BJP was much ahead across all the states. Now, what has happened here? It shows that yes, India is much more pro development, and they are thinking about the policy continuation, and that is why they are supporting Modi a lot. If you see here, Modi had actually taken a lot of risk by giving a no CM candidate across the states. If you talk about Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, even for the Chhattisgarh, they have not given a CM position, and all the fight was actually on the face of Modi only, because Modi has told that Modi ki guarantee, and that Modi ki guarantee actually has worked for most of the states, and now the states are actually voted for Modi, not for the CM candidate. That shows that what type of confidence Modi is having for himself, and even the public is having for Modi, because see, if he is giving his name, okay, actually he's putting a lot of risk. Agar nahi hua, then his image will be impacted. Now that is actually worked for Modi now, because this is you can say that no, a stamp by the public that yes, Modi magic is on. And from here also it looks like general election, when it is going to happen in next 5 6 months, Modi will be a prominent face, and he may easily win the election also. That is what look like the way the semi-final has been gone. So good for Modi, good for BJP. And what about the investor? Now today also, that is what we are going to talk about. As a retail investor, what should you do from here? Yes, we can see a great win from here, but from here to general election, how the market will pan out, and what are the factors you have to keep in mind. So we'll talk in detail about that. So friends, welcome. My name is CA Tapandoshi. Normally we do a video on morning and evening, and please write in the comment box if you have any question related to any stocks, or you want to convey anything, we'll cover in our videos also. And do subscribe and like our channel, because we are trying to put as much as content related to stock market, which will help you to create wealth over the time. So let us start now. Impact of this semi final on the market, and from here market will pan out how. That is what we are going to talk about. Now first of all, we have to understand that it was a big shocker for the Congress. You talk about the Congress, no, they were planning that at least one or two states will be there in their hand, at least two, majorly two states, including Rajasthan. But that was a big shocker for the Congress government. Now, Congress, they must be thinking, no, what should be the next strategy? But it looks like that they have literally lost the election. The way Modi influence is there across the water. So in a way, it is good for the market, as they may be thinking of a much more stable government coming in the general election. So that's a good part. Again, the general election, basically, as an investor, you have to think about it as a, see, because whenever there is a general election, there will be a much more fluctuation, volatility coming in the market. Yes, the volatility will not come if market will think that yes, a stable government will come, and if it looks like that yes, Modi is going to come back again, which it looks like, then there will be less volatility, and there will be a good jump in the market also. Now, how much the jump, that is what we have to assess, because in this general election, BJP is a fourth runner, and now everything is discounted. Correct? Now market knows that yes, BJP is going to come into power. Now, if BJP does not come into power, then there will be a down circuit in the market for sure. But if BJP is coming, then there will not be a big rally. But yes, from here to general election, I'm not be a big rally during the election day, but from here to general election, Whether there will be a jump in the market, that is what we have to think about. But if you see the scenario across domestic and global, things are much better than earlier. So yes, it looks like general election tension is out. Again, no, that populism fear that no lot many policy will be there, which is no much more related to populism. Also, no more freebies and everything will be there. That is what now there is a no calmness on that particular. Okay, itna bhi nahi hoga. Yes, it will be there. You cannot avoid that. But how much means now in a big way that will not be that, so that's a good point. Again, the nifty target, no, now everyone is thinking that near term, maybe in 1 or 2 months, no, actually today only there will be a big jump in the market, but it will be there between 20,500 to 20,800. That may be the nifty target, because guys, the things are much more settled now. Even the inflation is peaked now slowly and gradually it is going to go down. And even in US Fed, you know that there also inflation peaked down, and there is a much more chances, more than 70% chances that May and June there will be a cut in the interest rate. So that will be good for the market and liquidity perspective also. Now, if you talk about the current government, no, current government has a lot many, and like if you talk about have a double engine government in many of the states, now they've added Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh in the double engine government. So double engine government currently there in NP, UP, Uttarakhand, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Assam, Tripura, Manipur, all these are nothing but a double engine government of this BJP. And when you have a such a so many government no form across India, no, this is giving a strength to the BJP, and that is what will help government BJP party, to win an election, because they have a good hold in all these governments. Again, freebies. Now, this is one of the concern which most of the market players were having, that as the general election is coming, whether there will be a big freebies coming from the current government so that to secure votes. But looking like that, the way they've won this Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh, the freebies will not be so much as the people were thinking, because now the government is also assured, yes, they can go at the development policy and less on the freebies. And even the citizen of India knows that no, freebies will not play such a big role, but at the end of the day, if there is a big development, no, that will help them to get jobs and no, and increase their earnings at the end of the day, bringing the inflation down. So yes, freebies will be a lesser part. So that's a good point. Now, what next? So talking about next for the market, no. First of all, earning, liquidity, and interest rate will play a big role. Earning means how the corporate earning is coming in few quarters. Now, so this quarter, December quarter and March quarter, there will be a 2 quarter. The result will be coming. How will be the result? Which looks overall okay, because now the inflation will be slowly and gradually going down, and that will help the at a commodity level. So earnings may be good over the next 2 quarters only. Also, interest rate, as I told you, it has been peaked. Now it is coming down. That's also good. If it is any higher interest, and that is where the problem remains, because if it is a higher interest, then inflation will be on a higher side, and that will be negative for the actually market. And talking about liquidity, guys, liquidity is like no, when the flow will be there when the interest rate is lower across the world. And if interest rate goes lower, no, the liquidity will flow to the country, which is showing a higher growth. Now, this is where India is actually leading and showing one of the highest growth rate, and that's why the liquidity may flow. And that is what you have to keep in mind. And currently, if you talk about the GDP also, that GDP data was out, and it was almost estimated that it will be a 7% for the 24. Even for financial 24, it is 7%. Financial 25, it may be around 6.5 to 7. So this is also good growth. It is one of the, you can say, the highest growth among the major economies. So no other economy. See, we are the fifth largest economy in the world. At the fifth largest economy, to have a 7% GDP growth rate is not a joke. No, it's a very good growth rate. And if you talk about the top four, they are having a much lesser growth than ours. So that's why I'm telling that once the liquidity comes into picture, no, the money will flow to the country where there is a highest growth, and this is where India will be much more beneficial part. Again, if you remember, I think 1 or 2 months back only, JP Morgan told that 10% of their bond purchase will be for India. You know how much will be it in lakhs of crore rupees of fund is coming at a bond market, which will infuse a big liquidity in Indian market. These are all positive points coming together for Indian economy. Correct. Again, if you talk about the fuel price and all that, no, India fuel price cut will not be there, because now the as the government won the election, no, they will say कि okay यार ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे cut करना पड़ेगा in order to get the attention of the voters. No, they'll keep whatever fuel price, because fuel price is also higher across the world. Yes, it is around 80, but yes, it is on a higher side, and they may not reduce also. If they are not reducing, yes, it will be an impact on the inflation, yes, but if they reduce the fuel rate, inflation will cool down a lot. But they will see that if everything is perfect, then why they should reduce the fuel rate. Now if you talk about inflation, if you remember, that data currently was around 4.5 to 5%. Now, actually, the CPI inflation will be around 5% only, maybe 5 to 5.4 in the coming months. No, because of course, fuel was on a higher side. But yes, we have to see how fast the across the world the metal prices and fuel prices are going down. If they go down, then yes, we can easily go below 4.5 and 4, and then there will be an option for the RBI to cut rates. But RBI will always follow the Fed. If Fed is cutting the rate first, then only RBI will cut, because I don't think they will preempt the move and they'll cut rate the first. So I think they'll follow the RBI, and RBI. Sorry for my mistake. RBI will always follow Fed. So Fed, I think they will. I think they are going to cut in next 3 4 months. So after that only RBI will cut the rate. Talking about a global trend, as I told you, because our GDP growth rate will be much more on a higher side. Yes, I think the flow will be much more better at the India level. You will see much more FI flow coming, which is missing currently. If you see, the current rally is mostly due to DII. Domestic institution is taking over, guys. If you talk about mutual fund, insurance companies, or you can talk about retail investor, current rally is due to DII. Still, FII has not taken up. I just think what if FII start taking part of where our market will go. So it looks like that yes, FII will return, and even FII will be left feeling a left out feeling here, that no, they have not participated in India rally. So yes, flow is going to come massively from the FII side also. Now, if you talk about what are the stocks to be in a focus, then rural and healthcare focus stocks will be in a focus, because now as the general election is coming, you can say that there'll be some freebies. ऐसा तो नहीं कि freebies होगी नहीं. There'll be some freebies, and this is where the rural areas will be benefited out of that. Again, the if you talk about healthcare also, much more no initiatives will be given for the healthcare, because at the end they need vote. So yes, that will be focused. Again, if you talk about various sectors to be focused, then BFSI, industrial, real estate, autos, consumer discretionary will be in focus, because as interest rate goes down, the inflation goes down, then more and more disposable income is then, that is where discretionary autos and all that will do well. Again, now guys, understand FMCG and all that. No, as the disposable incomes, people do spend a lot on FMCG. Again, real estate will be benefited as the interest rate will start falling down. So I think maybe in 3 months, 6 months, there will be a good fall in the interest rate. It is said that in next 1 year, now there is no return part, but Fed is going to cut at least 4 to 5 times. Okay, interest rate. Now, if Fed is going to cut so much, then of course RBI will not be behind. They will also be cutting. Again, the real interest rate of Fed is increased a lot. So if you talk about the interest rate what they have, and at inflation what they are having currently, there is a big difference coming, and that's why there is a probability a good cut coming at a US level. Now, if you talk about the last 5 years trend, then not 5 years. If you see the previous earlier before general election, what is the trend? Then the trend is that Nifty normally goes up 9 to 36% high before few months. ahead of the general election. Now that is what is exciting, because अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि it is around 9 to 36%. Of course, 2014 was a massive rally. After that, there were not a big rally. Then from here also, can we go 10% higher? Well, chances may be there, but whether we'll go, that is what we have to see. Maybe we'll be touching 21,000 very soon in May, few months, and 22,000. That is what we have to see. Even if you remember, I released some video that in few months we are going to touch 21,000. If you see it, almost 2 months back, I released that video. So that gives a confidence. Yes, market rally will be a good one from here also. And as election is coming and more things are much more at a certainty level, that result again, the interest rate going down, FII flowing, domestic fund also coming up, and they are investing in India. So these are all good signs. Again, it will be basically supported with the earnings, what the quarterly results are having. So all this shows a good sign. Now, whether we can go up from 10% from here, yes, there may be a case. That is what we have to see. But here currently look like then today will be and a much more bigger jump, and we may go to 20,800 also. And that is what we have to think, that how long we can go on a higher side. But as an investor, what you have to do? As an investor, you have to invest in this market. Guys, I am telling you from last few months, do not miss this rally. This is a big bull run coming. Next 10 years is of India. So do not miss this rally. So guys, please keep this in mind, and every dip do invest in a good quality stock. So guys, hope you like this video. This is what I wanted to tell you. And still, if you're not subscribed our channel, do subscribe and do like this video, and put in the comment box if any stocks you want me to analyze, and what do you think of the current election scenario. Okay, so thank you very much. I'll be see you soon in evening at 4 p.m. We'll be releasing one video related to few stocks and their analysis. So see you soon. Bye.